Max B get questioned. He tells him what club that the female works at and what project building she live in.
People are acting like this is hot news. But Hell Rell already told us this 16 years ago. See, I remember this, and I know that they tried to scrub this from the motherfucking internet. A screenshot here of the paperwork from the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, all right, that is speaking to exactly what Wack100 says, with Max B giving information to the whereabouts of his ex-girlfriend, which led to her apprehension. See that? Charlie Wingate, aka Max B. Conway, that's his girl. You see that? Conway. We going over here to Poetic FLAKKO. Poetic FLAKKO with a tremendous piece based on some discoveries Wack made. But these aren't really discoveries. I'm gonna explain in a minute. This is recirculating now. People have attempted to bury this information, scrub this information from the internet, and I'm gonna prove it, right? But let's take a look at what FLAKKO has to say.
Max B is coming home soon, and right when it appears that Max B, the legendary New York rapper, could be coming home very soon, Wack100 discovers information that could essentially ruin his homecoming and destroy his career.
Yeah, man. Charlie Wingate, Max B from 140th, Harlem. Many of us beloved him. I was a gigantic DIPSET fanatic coming up in high school. I remember the first time I ever heard Max would have had to be on G's Up, Hoes Down on Jimmy's album, and then probably Gotta Love It on when Cam dropped Gotta Love It, which is the Jay-Z diss when, you know, he got dropped from Rockefeller and that whole fallout happened, and the sides got drawn, the line in the sand got drawn between the Dame loyalists and the Jay-Z loyalists. You know, so I've always been a gigantic, even when the split between Max and Jimmy occurred, I still fucked with both sides, definitely was consistently bumping both sides. And you know, Max, he did a lot. Coke Wave, the Amalgam, all that shit, all them projects he was doing, fire. But he went to jail. He went to prison. He was out on bail. Jimmy bailed him out. I'm gonna show y'all something, man. A lot of y'all don't remember this right here. Let's go to Streets Talk DVD. DJ Scoop Doo used to do these. These was classic. These was absolutely classic. Do we have the? Yeah, let's do this.
Previously on
Streets Talk DVD episode.
This was that shit.
They don't do it like me, man.
RP stack motherfucking bundles.
I'm the gorgeous gangster himself. See more Kitty the Rockstar stack bundles, nigga. You know what the fuck it is. You know what they know me for doing. Get money, honeys, whatever else.
Listen to the anthem. This was a classic DVD.
Y'all ready to start the motherfucking show?
In the middle, the Hornets, New Orleans Hornets. Yeah, dig. We ballin', see? The Hornet ballin'. Yeah. Money bag, cash money.
20 colors in my chain, nigga, fuck bait. And I'm cold like upstate. So icy like a motherfucking cupcake.
Nigga, I went to the after party, homie. We and that motherfucker, and niggas went to tripping. Nigga, I had to walk myself out with a pistol, nigga. By myself, nigga. It just was that crazy. Everybody was fighting. I was like, fuck it. Let me roll. They get back. Yeah, we need that show, my nigga. Whatever y'all got, we gotta take a petition, my nigga. Go around New York. Let's get a gang of niggas to sign that shit. We need the Street Dream Tour in New York.
If you niggas was on, when the Street Dream Tour was going on, that was like the biggest shit ever. Them posters was ever all over California for the California Day. I think they did that amphitheater with the one in Orange County, then the one in Dago, if I'm not mistaken. That was a fucking legendary tour.
Nigga.
Can I, hold on. This was the tour, nigga. Jeezy, Wayne, Baby, Fat Joe, Jim Jones, Rich Boy. That shit was different. 07, that motherfucker hit different, nigga.
Is there no point for you?
So y'all see this? This is when Jim is going to bail Max B out of jail. And this was actually the filming of the early pilots of what became Love and Hip Hop. Very classic, historic moment in hip hop history right here that a lot of people don't know about if you wouldn't tapped into the Streets Talk DVD Volume 4.
Be here, then you don't have to be here. Like, I'm still gonna go get Max, my man, to put it on camera. It'll still be the #1 thing all over YouTube. Like, I don't really care. Like, y'all got it fucked up while I do my life like I do the way I do my life. I'm not curving my life in VH1.
That was the problem. So he said, I'm not curving my life in VH1. Jimmy had to really acclimate and calm down and morph into the reality star. But him and Chrissy created that shit with what's her name? Mona. It's not Mona Scott, is it? Who's the one who do all the VH1? Whoever her name is. But it really come from him and Chrissy.
Maybe it's you that doesn't understand, Jim.
Alright, fuck it, then I don't understand it. Maybe y'all don't understand, and maybe I really don't give a fuck then. And you only got to take it, man. It ain't no making me mad, because I'm not the red. This ain't no Ashton Kutcher pump. Somebody gonna get their ass kicked.
They don't do it like me, man. I'm the gorgeous gangster himself. Seymour Kitty, the rock star stack bundles, nigga. You know what
they really stole somebody great from us.
Fuck it is. You know what they know me for doing.
Yeah, so that was that, right? So let's go back to this about Max B.
Max B was originally sentenced to 75 years in 2009 for his role in a botched robbery that led to a man getting killed. Usually when you hear 75 years in prison, we are fully expecting you to die in prison. Nobody is just walking down a 75-year sentence and getting released. 75 years, even if you go to jail at, let's say, 16 years old, chances are you're probably gonna die in prison if you get a 75-year sentence.
For sure.
But Max B had a lot of people working on his behalf. French Montana, multi-platinum artists, and a lot of other rappers who wanted to see him free. Now, through their efforts, Max B was able to get back in front of a judge, and they was able to weasel the system. So apparently, because his attorney was also representing him as like a recording artist, so the attorney was like his same attorney he used to sign his record deal, and who...
Yeah, so inadequate counsel. Your business lawyer, your lawyer who's making sure your contract good is not your lawyer who's gonna come and defend you in a criminal case, especially to that magnitude. You need different counsel. So I'm sure there was some type of attorney disqualification there. That makes sense. Hell of a loophole.
Dealt with his finances. That same attorney represented him in court. Apparently, they were able to use a law like ineffective counsel to where
ineffective counsel, that makes sense.
The attorney had a conflict of interest, to where the attorney who's also would benefit from him financially, that attorney was probably incentivized to have him in jail so he could take his money. They was able to weasel the courts, right?
Good shit.
Where the courts was able to
appeal,
grant Max B the option for a post conviction relief, where he takes another plea deal, post relief, plead guilty, you know, I guess cooperate with whatever the feds wanted him to cooperate with.
It's not a federal case, so it's a state case in Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. And it wouldn't be necessarily cooperation, but instead of having to go through the entire appeal process, they probably just offered him, all right, a new deal with that based upon, and then you can get time served, or you only have to do an extra year or two, something to that effect probably.
And he'll be able to get a post-conviction relief, and that's what happened. His sentence went from 75 years to 20 years, 85% up to 20 years. He'll probably get out in about 17. Well, this year will be the 17th year that Max B has been in.
He's been gone for so long. And it's like, because when he really came out, it's like 04. So he only got about 4 or 5 years of music. But it's crazy because I was just banging some Max like the other motherfucking day, nigga.
So one will say, okay, well, Max B is coming home very soon. And Max B would even say as such when he did an interview with the DANZA project. He would reveal that he's coming home this year as well.
Now, one thing about you is, you know, we've been hearing that it's coming soon. It's coming.
Yeah, SFA Horde is a motherfucker.
Coming soon. It's coming soon. Do you feel like the time that you stayed in there, do you feel like you were already prepared to be released, or you feel like the time that you still been sitting in there is just making up for even a greater comeback story?
Nah, listen, man, you know, it's deeper than that to me. You know, everything has its purpose, so I can't question the journey. You know what I'm saying? When I came in this motherfucker, I had 75 joints. So I broke that down. I got that broke down to a dub, you know what I'm saying? By the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? I got down to 20 with the 85, which this year makes 17. Which you do 17 years and some months off that, which I'm about to be 17 this year, so I'm gonna have some months left. I'll be out next year. That's for a fact. So I know you hear a lot of come home soon, a lot of this, a lot of that, but you know, I felt it was this time to really let the people know from my mouth, you know what I'm saying, from the horse head, from the horse mouth, that the Don be home soon. Next year, for guaranteed. Start it up with your motherfucking calendars, get ready. So next time we do an interview, I'm going to be telling y'all I got like 60 days left on the pop out. You know what I'm saying? And we can double back. This the first joint right here. We're going to double back. I'm going to let you do I'm going to let you double back and do the joint before I hit the town and let you do that last 60 day, that last 30-day joint. All right?
That was a huge mistake by Max B. Going on a major platform and announcing you're being released soon is a big mistake, bruh. Because if you've been around Iggas your entire life, then you understand how Iggaboos operate. The minute an Iggaboo learn that you have a meeting with prosperity, they start working on your demise. Now, to Wack100 credit, he was minding his business. Wack100 was minding his business. Wack100 and Max B got no issues. But Wack100 was contacted by no other than Max B's brother, his co-defendant, to expose Max B before Max B get out.
What's on the internet?
I got some more exclusive today on what's the dude name? From New York, the rapper dude. Max B.
Why? But everybody has to get taken down. Why Max B?
His brother called me.
He's beloved, but goddamn it, his brother called is crazy.
That what?
He ratted on him.
Not the wave god.
You want me to play it? He's sending me to work.
Sure, why not?
He sending me to work.
Are you familiar with Max B's case from back in the day?
I'm familiar with it now.
I'm pretty sure he sent his brother to go rob a girl. The girl's brother came home, or
no,
not brother, but her boyfriend came home while he was in the process of.
The girl was also, you know what I'm saying, paid to come play. Had to drop. She gave him the drop. He gave his brother the drop. His brother and her went in there. Somebody ended up getting popped. Boom.
No.
They killed him.
Went. It was a chick who met some dudes at a club, went back to the hotel with them.
Right.
Had a little money, they had whatever going on.
She reports it to Max B.
She let it to Max B.
Yeah.
Max B let his brother know, allegedly, Pooh Sims or some shit like that,
Okay.
right? So Pooh and the chick double back.
Right.
She had a key. So when she get there, the key don't work.
I'm not gonna jump to a conclusion until I read the paperwork myself. But if this story is true, I have a strong dislike for people like Max B. These lit rappers who are rich and famous, but they still find a way to lead people around them to their demise.
Now, I ain't got no problem with you saying that, Flock. Shout out my brother Flock. But Max wasn't a rich and famous lit rapper at that time, right? Let's take a look. Max B, I'm sure he's got a good Wikipedia, good old Charlie Wingate. Let's talk about his criminal conviction, kind of allegations of blackballing, felony murder charge. Okay, so on September 22nd, 2006, Gina Conway, Max B's ex-girlfriend, met up with Max B and told him about Alan J. Plowden, whom she had recently met, and Plowden's money. Max B formed a plan to rob Plowden, and he sent Kelvin Leardom, his stepbrother, to rob Plowden, and he told Conway to get with Leardom to the Holiday Inn in Fort Lee, New Jersey, where Plowden was staying, and helped Leardom with the robbery. Conway and Leardom took a taxi to the Fort Lee Holiday Inn. Okay, so this was 06. So just to give you perspective on where he was in his career. In 2005, Max B appeared on various records, including G's Up and Baby Girl, Yeah Baby Girl, Want to Get Down with the DIPSET, right? So he had only been rapping for a year. I don't believe he had any serious deal. He had the $1 Million Baby mixtape inspired by his bail being $1 million for this, right? In 06. See, this came out in May 06. In 06, Max B became embroiled in legal trouble, was arrested September 29th in connection with a botched robbery turned homicide. You see what I'm saying? So this is all around that time. So they don't start taking off until here. In addition to writing for Jim Jones on other tracks, most notably his lead single, Jones' highest charted single to date, We Fly High, was released October 21st. It's after he bailed out. We fly high, no lie, you know this, right? If you listen to the hook, you can hear the background vocals from Max B on the hook, right? Not that he wrote the whole song, but as far as the hook goes, he contributed there in the background vocals. But, you know, a lot of people like to falsely give all the credit to that record to Max when, frankly, it was the Jim Jones ad-lib of Ballin' that made that fucking record. So it wasn't Max. But hey, so the true ascension of him becoming truly lit doesn't start until after he bails out, right? So just to give proper context, but let's go.
In the case of Max B, he probably wasn't rich at the time, but he was definitely famous and on his way to millions. So for him to pick up that phone and let his brother know, hey, bro, there's a lick right here, go get like, why, bro?
He wasn't eating the way you think he was eating. Things were unsure, and it wasn't until after he bails out from this that he signs this deal for like 10 albums with Jim. So you don't have that prior to that. So the money was unsure. Essentially, when you're like in the entourage, and he was in that entourage, and there's a wealth of amazing clips. Let's go, BYRD Gang. Let's go, Jim Jones DVD. It's a wealth of just great shit right here. This right here, this DVD, wealth of great shit, right? Where's part 3 at when they're in Miami? This is a fucking tremendous DVD. Is this the... Let me see something.
This is 5 something. Yeah. That's 300. Like, don't do that. We do this every year.
This is priceless shit.
Because you have 40 guys.
I don't.
You see this? You see
we
this?
got 9. They not, all these people's not with us. It's 9 of us.
He made it this much because he made us stay right here.
You got me out here.
He got the double edition. This is what a motherfucker's supposed to do. Ty.
To the worry, no sooner than I get in, my dude comes and wake me up.
Yeah, he just want to do some clothes, music, all day. All day, and this nigga, and he pop E, sniff coke and all that. You know, I ain't with all that shit. I say, nigga, this nigga dead. Come on, nigga, I'm about to kill flip on this shit. Fuck you. Where's you at?
I'm trying to get back. They had me early.
Next nigga, who?
Tell them niggas is nigga rich.
Yo, I got a live boss, man. Nothing better. Get yourself together, go get a joystick home, come back, smack.
That was the entourage right there. You see, what an amazing time to be just a hip hop fan. So yeah, so how these guys are getting paid is fucking essentially they are going and being the entourage accompanying Jim Jones to shows, and then Jim Jones takes a portion of his money and allocates it to be split amongst the entourage. So let's say he does a $10,000 show, he might pocket 8, take 2,000 and split it up between the rest of them niggas, and all they have is a couple $100, and it's damn near just like some per diem, like some little money for them to spend for the day. It's not real money because they're still building momentum to where they can get deals and become comfortable and having their own money and own motion. He wasn't there at that time, so that's why he was still inclined and tempted by that offer to get a quick come up on the street level. And then think about it. To him, he like, I don't even gotta go. I'm gonna send my brother and the bitch, so it ain't even get my hands is clean. And he still end up going down.
Yo, you are a rapper. You're about to be rich. You're about to be really famous one day, bruh. Why even do that? And at that time, Max B was famous enough to where his arrest was making news. People in the industry, mainstream rappers, was shouting out Max B. So Max B was famous enough. He did.
It was now you were a little younger, Flock. I was on the scene. If you wasn't really tapped in, you didn't know. You didn't know that. It might have been on all hip hop, shit like that, but it wasn't headline news yet. Max still was this kind of enigmatic character at the time. We seen him on Jim's album, we heard him on Gotta Love It, but like we didn't really know Max yet.
Didn't have to do this, right? And often this is what we see. We see these dudes, rappers, make millions of dollars. Not in the case of Max B, but currently today, we see rappers make millions of dollars, surround themselves by street dudes, and all they do is lead those street dudes to their demise.
Now, that's far more relevant and accurate to what goes on today, for sure. These niggas is getting way more money, and they're still not deviating from criminality, though they have every opportunity not to. Max was in a definitely different situation.
Lead those street dudes to RICO charges. Lead those street dudes to doing things, right, that they shouldn't be doing. You are a rich millionaire. You should take your homies and take them out the hood and set them on a better path. Don't make millions of dollars and then make your homies do more crime because you got millions of dollars. That right there is something that I really dislike. So for Max B to participate in this, knowing the position that he was in, I think that alone, bro, you deserve that 75 if this is true. But I say if, because I haven't read the full paperwork yet.
The gang entry going there. Whatever she said was there, what nothing there but a laptop, $800. Right? They smoke them, they kill somebody.
And stuff like that, it oftentimes happens where, especially when you send abroad. So what happens is this, right? A nigga will have an initial meetup with a broad, right? And he may flex the bread that time, and this is in times past, because nowadays, man, if niggas are smart, niggas is keeping all that plastic, niggas ain't even having the cash for real. Too fucking risky. So boom, they flex on the broad see it, get wide-eyed, you know. She notify whoever, you know, whoever she's fucking with, her brother, her homeboy, her nigga, whatever. And the plot is then hatched, and then it is birthed later on. But when you do that later on, the money's not there. I heard about, and honestly even been involved in situations where it's like, he had what? Okay, boom, we finna, then it's, it ain't there. What? We just did all this. We just took a major risk for nothing. Yeah. So, you know, it's just how the shit go in the streets, man. That's why you should fucking leave them alone. No future in it.
Body up in there doing a robbery.
Because, like somebody tries to intervene. Yeah,
right? Everybody get away. Max B get questioned. He tells him what club that the female works at and what project building she live in.
Now, in 2025, people are acting like this is hot news. But Hell Rell already told us this 16 years ago. See, I remember this. And I know that they tried to scrub this from the motherfucking internet. People try to act like this never happened. But see, Hell Rell, I was a DIPSET fanatic. Absolutely. But Hell Rell, he had did a verse on a song with Cam called War. He became my favorite rapper at the time. So I remember everything Ruga did around this time. And yeah. So he did this record in this video. Now this video with the exposing of the paperwork, it's not up. they've tried to get rid of this off the internet. But as you can see here, and I remember this vividly because I used to be on World Star motherfucking religiously at this time. Was I having my blog yet at this time? 09. Now my blog came out in 2010. So I wasn't having my blog quite yet. Hell Rell, it's called Exterminate. He did a whole mixtape called Extermination Season about getting rid of rats. As you can see here, it says Hell Rell shows Max B's paper. Hell Rell shows Max B's papers proving he snitched on his ex-girlfriend, French Montana, and Max B did. So he shows and reads the paperwork. You see, he got the highlights. Then it transitions into the record. Now, the only version of this that actually existed is playable, to my knowledge, that I could find is here on YouTube. It's on the Top Gunners YouTube channel, which is Ruger or Hell Rell's label, right? And it doesn't have that portion in actuality, but it does have a screenshot here of the paperwork from the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, all right, that is speaking to exactly what Wack100 says, with Max B giving information to the whereabouts of his ex-girlfriend, which led to her apprehension.
Do you have roaches?
You see that? Charlie Wingate, aka Max B. Highlighted.
Rats or other pests? Do you want them eliminated? Then we can help.
Conway, that's his girl. You see that? Conway. That's the girl. Now it's blurry, of course. This is from 09. It's in 240 motherfucking p. I can't get any higher than 240p on this video, unfortunately. But it says page 1 of either look like 5 or 6. Charlie Wingate, aka Max B. And this shit is Conway. See that?
Extermination. We have been helping New York.
So yeah. So what Wack is saying is resurfacing, but this information been out. Right? See this head the Lord gave me? I don't be forgetting shit.
Oh.
Niggas been acting like that and happen though. They really tried, cause this been off of you couldn't play this for a long time on World Star. Different times I've went back to this over the years and tried to play it and tried to show people this was not playable. Right? Nigga had to do some real digging. Cause when did they upload this? 11 years ago. So this is re-uploaded in 2014, 5 years after it came out. Probably don't nobody got this video. Jordan Tower probably ain't got this video. That's who we need to press and ask who got it. Jordan Tower. Shout out Jordan Tower. Let's see if y'all should hit him up and see if he got this motherfucker.
Identifies the chick. They snatched the chick. The chick then identifies Pooh Sims. Right? Max get like 75, 80 years. Pooh get like 100, 125.
Right.
The chick do like 10, 12. She home.
And for people out there,
the bitch home.
Keep this in mind in case you're ever thinking of involving yourself in a murder conspiracy. Max B did not go on the mission. He just provided the information about the target to his brother.
So here it goes. Time goes by. Max get a time to, from like 80 to 20 or something like that.
Yeah, they're chopping it
so
down.
This when it comes to me. So we running it. We see where we got the paperwork because we found an appeal where he gave him the information on the chick. That was a violation. We seen that. But then it was a sealed file, right? I said, so some in this sealed file. They're claiming he got his time knocked down because of the inconsistency of counsel.
If the paperwork of him identifying the chick isn't sealed, well, there's something else that's sealed, that must be the greatest telling known to mankind.
Especially to knock down a 75-year sentence.
Bruh. The type of telling that Max B was doing in that sealed paperwork, for it to be sealed, must be crazy. Because the original telling ain't sealed. If that's the case. I'm not saying Max B told. I'm saying if that paperwork is sealed because of telling, he must have done some outrageous telling, bruh. It must have been telling so crazy, bro, that he done took down an entire district, bruh. An entire borough in New York. Now, quiet as kept though, when you look at Max B and his situation, he was sentenced to 75 years. He went back and got it knocked down to 20. Now, in exchange, he had to take a plea deal. What exactly is included in that plea deal?
Good question. Good question, Flock.
Was it a 5K1?
Ooh.
Did you have to give?
But it's not federal though, so it's not going to be a 5K1.
Information on other people?
But you could have to give information to other people.
Because what exactly would incentivize the feds or the state police? What would incentivize the police to take your 75-year sentence to 20 years from a post-conviction relief plea deal? Nah, that don't sound right. But I ain't never been in jail, so I don't know, bruh.
Right. So next thing you know, everybody always asks, Wack, how do you? They call me. Right? I get a call from prison. Pooh Sims, who are you? I'm Max B brother. Okay, what's up, man? What you want? He said, man, they was telling me this. What you think I need to do? I said, this is a sealed file there, bro. I said, whatever is in that sealed file. Only you can get it though, because you're in there, it's your case. This 6 months ago. He called me today. What's your address? What you got? He said, boy, Wacky was right. I said, what you mean? He said, when dude came back, he put everything on me. Said, I did everything. He put everything on me. That's how he got his time knocked down.
Wow.
Right? So he said, I'm sending you the paperwork so you have it. And boom, this just on the way to no jumper.
Wow.
Look, this your man.
Okay, so the new information you about to send me I done forgot that nigga name. What's his man name again?
I'm a mail it to you. I'm a mail it to you, man, and then I'm gonna definitely give you a call, and we definitely gonna figure this out. And I gotta call my lawyer real quick before he leaves.
Okay, yeah. So this Pooh, look. So you saying the new information he gave them, they can use against you if you go back on the appeal, overturn it. They can use the new information to rebook you.
Yeah, they can use the new information because this is testimony that he gave them when he went back and got resentenced. So you know. This shit crazy, man.
All right, well, send me
for some shit I ain't do. You know I ain't did it, man. And you gonna go lie to these people, man. So I'm gonna definitely shoot you the information.
Send me that new work.
Shoot you the information.
Send it to me, bro.
I got you, so we can.
So they called me.
Wow, what a crazy ending to that
Everybody
story,
calls
man.
me.
Damn. Just to think they were supposed to get out on a run, on a high, and for this information to resurface right now. God damn, cold world. But yeah, man, I'm signing out. Giving all praise to the Most High, man. I'll be back. I'm streaming all.